just me, not with baby. I am going to do a video separate of her 1 month and as well as her welcome to the world of YouTube Aurora video. Today I'm going to show you guys some of my favorite things that I've been using this week for postpartum healing and some of the things that have just made my life a little bit easier, as well as show you guys the progress that my body has made during this recovery. So where to start? It's been a long week. 3 of the days I have spent in the hospital with my daughter, and the rest I have spent at home. I feel like time is flying by. I don't keep track of the days anymore. We've had doctor's appointments and just adjusting to everything has been super time consuming, I guess. You kind of get lost. So one of the things that I want to talk about is how I'm healing. So far so good. They give you a lot of things in the hospital that will help you. My favorite things that they gave me was Epifoam. This stuff really helps, as well as witch hazel pads. These are awesome. And Dermaplast. So if they didn't give you those, or if they don't give them to you and you're going to have a baby, I would definitely request them because most hospitals will give you some, if not 2 cans, before you go home. The next thing that I have is the Earth Mama Angel Baby Natural Nipple Butter. And this stuff has saved my life. And I will talk about why in a minute. Last thing that I have is the Nutri-Grain Soft baked little breakfast bars. I love these because every time I breastfeed, I get very hungry. I can't even explain how hungry I am. And the obvious next thing would be water. I love water because it keeps me hydrated and it keeps me going. So lots and lots of water, lots of Nutri-Grain bars, and lots of pain reliever. So back to this. When I did get back, my baby has a very good latch. Aurora has a very good latch, even though she is tongue-tied. She has a decent latch. But when I did get back home, I struggled with breast engorgement, which, if you guys don't know what that is, it's when your breasts get very, very hard and very large and very full of milk. And it can get to the point where it can cause medical problems as well as nipple damage, and your baby might not be able to latch anymore. So we were really scared because I was having such bad engorgement, she wasn't able to feed. So since she wasn't able to feed, I was also getting cracks and there was bleeding. And so this stuff really, really helped me because lanolin, babies shouldn't get that in their mouth. And this stuff, they can eat it. So it really helped me because it was just easy to put on in the dark if I was breastfeeding, because she was breastfeeding every 2 hours, if not more. So it was just really convenient for me to just be able to rub on there, and it would make it feel so much better. I mean, it wouldn't make it numb or anything like that, but it would definitely soothe them so that they weren't so dry. So yeah, I really like this stuff. But yeah, the engorgement, those are my favorite products, but the engorgement has subsided. What I did for my engorgement personally, and if you guys are having the same problem, maybe you guys can talk to a lactation specialist about this. I wouldn't just trust someone else's advice or just Google something. There are free services out there that will help you. You can look online for those numbers. But what I had to do, what I discovered worked for me, was I had to get a breast pump. And before I would feed her every 2 hours, I would pump both breasts or just one breast. And while I was pumping, I would wait at least 5 to 10 to 15 minutes, depending on how large they were engorged, until they were comfortable enough and my nipple was available enough for her to feed. So I would breast pump and express milk, and then I would apply the natural nipple butter, and I would wait till it felt a little bit better, maybe like another 5 minutes. Then I would let her feed until she would be done feeding, which was always, she's been very consistent, 10 to 15 minutes lately, anywhere from 10 to 15 minutes. So I would let her feed, and if they were still so painful that I couldn't, you know, wear a bra or anything, I would pump more. So I would do a little pumping, do a little feeding, finish pumping. And you do this because you express enough for the milk to come out so that your baby can feed, and then your baby does feed, and then you express just enough to be comfortable, because you don't want to trick your body into thinking, oh, I need to produce more. So if you expressed all of your milk, your body would just be like, oh, I need to make more milk. I'm not making enough milk. And it would just keep engorging and engorging and engorging. And we don't want that. So that worked for me. It did take about 2 days to actually, you know, run its course and for me to see progress. But once we did, we've been perfect since. So it's definitely worth it. I would recommend taking a warm shower. Try not to get it on the girls, on the nipples, because it will hurt. So yeah, take a shower, cold compresses on them. I would put a washcloth with ice in the middle inside a baggie with a little bit of water, and I would squish it around, and I would just place it on there while I was pumping or while I was breastfeeding, as long as it wasn't touching her. And it helps so much with the swelling and everything, just to bring it down a notch. The last thing I would recommend is getting breastfeeding pads, so that way it will protect your nipple from leakage. And when you're sleeping and you tend to lay on that side, it will express milk if you are engorged, and that's no fun. I've woken up in a puddle before, and it just ruins everything and stains everything, and it's not fun, and no one wants to waste milk like that. So they actually have some by Laila that are really good breast pads, and then they have some that are made for like storing it, so you'll keep all of your milk. Say if you don't have enough of milk and you're not engorged and you're actually deprived of milk, those really help. But yeah, and storage bags. Storage bags are great for storing the milk, and there's lots of things out there that'll help you. So yeah, the rest of the, I guess, update for my postpartum would be, I have not gotten postpartum depression. I am very happy. I am happy with my baby. My body changes. I'm going with the flow. Like, I have no expectations, or, you know, I just set goals for myself, and my goals are basically with my baby and not with my body right now, because I don't want to crash diet and ruin my milk supply and stuff like that. So I guess it would be a little bit different for people who are bottle feeding, and people that are really confident that their breast milk supply is okay. So yeah, that's basically it for me, I think. I have lost a total of 18 pounds, so I have 18 more to go to my pre-pregnancy weight. The pounds are kind of just melting off because of the breastfeeding, not because I've changed my eating or because I've stopped eating. It is just simply because I've been breastfeeding. So the only thing I really do for exercise is I will tense up my muscles in my abdominal area, as well as give myself a little massage like they do in the hospital. I will push on my uterus just enough where it's comfortable, and you know, try to shrink it that way, and then let the contractions do their thing. I will rock back and forth, up and down, while I'm breastfeeding her. Small things like that, but I've done no abdominal crunches, sit-ups, any of that stuff, or walking, really. I've just been in bed most of the time. So those are just the little things that I've been doing. I haven't experienced any postpartum hair loss yet. That could be my future, but it isn't right now. I'm warm most of the time. I had a fever when Aurora was born, and thankfully it went away, but I've still been kind of just warm all the time. I have that mother warmth. But yeah, I think that's pretty much it for this update, guys. I just wanted to update you a little bit, and please be patient with the videos upcoming. It has been very hard adjusting to this new life of being a mother and not being pregnant, and so making videos and stuff like that are a little bit more difficult for me now to do than they were before. Thankfully, I have Brett for another week at home. He took off 2 weeks total, and it's been 1 week now, so we are obviously 1 week pregnancy update. So yeah, we're adjusting, and the video of Aurora's labor and her updates, I'll probably do the 1 month update, as well as a meeting Aurora video, and also what worked and what didn't for inducing labor for me. So look forward to those videos, guys. Be patient with us, give us lots of love and support, and we want to hear from you. If we don't reply right away, we will eventually. And yeah, so thank you guys so much for watching, and we will see you guys in the next video. Bye!